Hello, welcome back to Truthseekerstea. My name is Kate and I'm thankful to have you here for today's pick a card reading. So we're going to be looking at how you and your person both are currently thinking and feeling toward the other person. So we're going to be doing a side by side, and as always for these types of readings, one side should resonate with you more. My intention is for the left side to be your energy and then the right side to be your person's energy. But if it flips, I would just listen to your intuition on that. So there will be an extended reading. It's going to be slightly different for each pile, so stay tuned for that. If you guys really do feel like it resonates and you want to go deeper into your reading or just to support the channel, thank you to everyone that does that. So there are three piles to choose from. For pile number one, we have the Radiant Light Tarot with this clear quartz heart. For pile number two, we have the Wandering Moon Tarot with this red carnelian heart. And for pile number three, we have the Pulp Fiction Tarot with this selenite heart. So take whatever time you need to tune into the pile that you're feeling the most drawn to. Since we're doing a side-by-side reading, resonating with one of the sides should serve as an energy check-in, just to make sure that you're listening to a reading that's actually meant for you. So I will have the timestamps linked in the description box, the extended readings, the names of these decks, and any other information about me in case you guys are curious. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy and I'll see you at your pile. Hello, pile number one. Welcome to your reading. So we're going to be looking at how you and your person both are currently thinking and feeling about the other person. So on the left side, we're going to have your thoughts and feelings, and your person is going to be on the right side. And the left side really can serve as an energy check-in to hopefully help you guys feel more confident that this is the right pile for you. There will be an extended reading as usual, and I'm just going to figure out that topic as we go along and just depending on what comes through during your reading. So let's get into it. So I'm actually going to use this deck for your thoughts and feelings, and I'm going to use the Moon Power Tarot for your persons. So please tune me into pile number one's energy. What are pile number one's thoughts and feelings toward this person? What would they tell me about this connection, this person? If they were talking to a friend, what would they say their thoughts and feelings are? What are their subjective thoughts and feelings towards the person on pile number one's mind? Please tune me into the connection that pile number one came to this reading for, the connection that they need the most clarity on. All right. Pile number one's thoughts and feelings towards their person, please. All right, we have the Two of Swords in reverse here. We have the King of Wands. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. Can we clarify the Two of Swords in reverse? We have the Five of Wands. Can we clarify the King of Wands? Eight of Cups in reverse. Can we clarify the Four of Pentacles? The Ten of Pentacles. Can we clarify the Five of Swords, please? The Page of Pentacles. The Eight of Wands in reverse at the back of the deck. Okay, so we have two cards that represent conflict here with the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. Okay, so it feels like there's conflict in regards to the future of this connection. Like you may have thoughts and feelings about this. So overall, there's this feeling of maybe just not being on the same page, or someone not being decisive in regards to what they want or how they want to move forward. With the Eight of Cups in reverse, it's this feeling of having emotionally invested in this connection. And I'm hearing like damned if I do, damned if I don't, where it's like either path here doesn't feel like the solution, or it feels like there's a lack of forward movement, especially with the Eight of Wands here. Like, we're not able to push the connection forward right now. Like, there's a lack of positive momentum forward. I just want to clarify the Four of Pentacles here. Seven of Wands. Yeah, there's definitely some like kind of tense energy here. Like, I feel like one person might have a very strong idea of what it is that they want for the future with the King of Wands. And it almost feels like there's sort of a stubborn energy coming through. And with the Page of Pentacles, I'm almost picking up on like, instead of there being like positive, maybe conversation around how can we learn and grow together and sort of come at this with a beginner's mindset, like how can we learn how to grow this? Instead, it's almost like there's this very strong idea of what the future should look like and what the steps should move forward. And it almost feels like that's causing sort of a win or lose situation. Like, I feel like there's sort of an issue around compromise, even. And just being very stubborn, like not wanting to budge about, just not wanting to budge when it comes to, it's almost like there's an energy of someone protecting themselves, or like, it's almost like someone's response here. I'm trying to put it into words, but it's like someone's way of protecting their heart feels like almost not compromising, or being a little bit like selfish, or like it's almost like they feel like if they give into compromise, or if they give in to being more open when it comes to how to move this connection forward, it's almost like a person feels like they're losing their power in this situation. Can we clarify the Five of Swords? And it's like, yeah, it's like the Five of Swords is just like a win or lose situation, where it's like, is it really worth it to stick your feet in the sand and be so stubborn about something? It's like someone's doing that, and I'm not sure exactly who it is. I feel like I'll get more information when I get both sides. And by the way, if you feel like there's a reverse energy here, definitely feel free to switch it. But it, to me, yeah, right now it feels like there's both sides seem to be standing pretty firm in their position, and it's like causing a what's it called, like a, I'm almost imagining okay, like in a court situation where the jury can't come to a conclusion, so there has to be like a retrial. And it, or it's even making me think of you know, in Survivor, if you guys have ever watched Survivor, if not, I'll just explain it. But they all have to vote about who they want to vote off of the island. And sometimes you can get to this situation where the two sides are completely like split. And so there's an even amount of people that want one person or the other from like, and they'll have alliances, right? So there'll be like two alliances usually, or maybe more. But it's like this situation where, okay, if one person doesn't budge or concede, then things start to get difficult for everyone involved. And it's almost like in the situation of Survivor, then one person that wasn't even at risk of going home becomes at risk of going home if they can't just make a decision. And so it's almost this feeling of someone needs to like concede or compromise. Like someone needs to compromise is how it feels. It's like neither person wants to walk away, but neither person wants to compromise maybe to the other person's vision. Or like, yeah. is what I'm getting. That might just be the overall dynamic of the connection is kind of what I'm picking up on. Can we clarify the Five of Swords? Yeah, again, here, Three of Pentacles, exactly. So that's what I'm really picking up on here is just this, the overall theme being around collaboration here with the Three of Pentacles. That's just confirming that that seems to be sort of the issue. And it's like the Page of Pentacles is an energy that's very open to learning and open to new ideas and building on those ideas. But it just feels like that isn't the current energy. Can we clarify the Eight of Cups in reverse? We have the Queen of Pentacles here. It could even be that like one person wants, and this is just an example, but it's like one person may have some sort of vision or idea that they, for their life, or maybe they want to focus on something that comes at the detriment of the commitment of this connection. For some people, it's all like, I don't even know. For some people, it could be like someone not even wanting to move or something like that. It's like one person wants to make this decision, but it directly feels like it goes against what another person wants, essentially. So it's like we can't, yeah, Temperance, it's like we can't, there's almost like a fight for control here. And it's like we're having a hard time finding harmony and balance in between two opposing energies. This is the best way I would describe it. And I feel like that since this is coming through on your side, I feel like that would be maybe what you probably are frustrated, I imagine, with the situation. So let's see your person's thoughts and feelings. And it could just be like two different like mindsets when it comes to, or two different approaches even. Like I feel like there could even be one person that has a less traditional approach to relationships. Maybe one person who wants things to be more traditional. But either way, it just feels like if this is a relationship, it's like we're at odds with each other. Like we're almost feeling very Martian. It's a very Mars energy, like competitive energy. When it like relationships, you know, really thrive off of Venus energy, that's a lot more collaborative. All right, so can we please tune into the other energy of this connection? What are their current thoughts and feelings here? The other side, please. All right, we have Justice, the King of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune, Libra energy. We have the Four of Swords. Can we clarify Justice? We have the Fool in reverse, so Aquarius energy. Definitely feeling like from this side, there's sort of a mental energy going on. Like I feel like this person could have an air sign, Aquarius or Libra specifically. It's almost like from this side, I'm picking up on more of an energy that is more airy. So, and just like the suit of air is what's coming through in the sense of it being very changeable, like it being something that is more mutable than other suits. And so with the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like there could be a feminine energy that's more in the earth energy, which is a lot more fixed in my mind. There's fixed signs in both of them, but just in general, like air is the fastest moving sign and Pentacles is the slowest moving sign. Justice is an energy of being able to, or like Libra especially, is a very balanced kind of an energy that's able to mentally see things from both sides of a situation and is very changeable, is like what I'm getting. So that's just coming through. And Aquarius is a very individual sort of a sign where there's a lot of individualism with that, uniqueness and sort of being different or doing things differently. Can we clarify the King of Pentacles in reverse? We have the Three of Swords. Can we clarify the Wheel of Fortune? We have the King of Cups in reverse. Can we clarify the Four of Swords? The Queen of Cups, wow, right next to it in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse at the back of the deck. I'm gonna get a sip of water. Okay. I feel like this person, I'm just going to even say this person, depending, because I'm not exactly sure who's who, but this person here, it feels like they're thinking about making a decision here, and there's this energy around the head and the heart being at odds with each other. And it's like this person seems to be pulling back in some way to sort of figure out what they think about the situation. Like they're trying to get mental clarity through maybe difficult emotions or hazy emotions in the situation. Like this person feels like maybe both of you guys are emotionally feeling imbalanced in some way. I feel like this person is trying to be fair. It's like this person is contemplating what they want to do. I feel like they don't want to do something that is completely rash or foolish or not well thought out. This is someone who's really trying to think things through. Really trying to think things through. And I feel like with the King of Pentacles, it's so crazy. With the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse here, and the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. Very interesting. But I feel like with the King of Pentacles in reverse, it's almost like this person feels like they're not as much in their pentacle suit. Like it feels like they're almost willing to give up a sense of stability in favor of change, in allowing for there to be change, even if it's painful, is how it's coming across. Although this person wants to be fair and wants to think about both sides, it's like they want to be open to change and maybe new beginnings. But again, they don't want to do something that is just not thought out at all, is kind of what I'm getting. Okay, can we clarify the King of Cups in reverse? Three of Pentacles in reverse. And yeah, there's that sort of, again, like lack of being able to maybe work together. Yeah, like this energy, it's almost this feeling here of like, maybe you guys are having to navigate some kind of a change here. And I feel like this person is feeling like out of touch with their emotions because there's frustration around not being able to see eye to eye or not being able to value each other's ideas and then build something off of that. Can we clarify the Queen of Cups? I feel like they're thinking about how you guys are both sort of in a difficult emotional space right now. Can we clarify the Queen of Cups in reverse? We have the Page of Wands and then the Five of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, and again, it feels like this person with the Page of Wands, it's like there's some path that I feel like this person potentially is wanting to go down. And I feel like they're thinking about how they don't want there to be conflict. Like I feel like the person on the right like isn't wanting there to be conflict, or they might be even avoiding conflict right now. With the person on the left, it's like they're trying to, they feel like they can't, like you guys aren't able to get anywhere right now when it comes to conflict resolution. Like they may feel like when you guys try to talk about these things or work through these things, it feels like this person is starting to think that maybe the only way to avoid sort of the conflict, this person's more conflict avoidant is what I would say. This person, they might, yeah, Libra is coming through. Like this person might have a Libra Mars. Like this person doesn't feel like they're super comfortable with conflict in general. I think a part of them with the Wheel of Fortune as well, though, is almost sort of it's almost like they're taking somewhat of a back seat when it comes to making a decision right now. Like it feels like if anything, they are feeling emotionally out of touch with the situation, feeling like you're feeling the same way, and feeling like they just have to kind of wait to see how the wind blows and try to figure out things as they go. Yeah. Can we clarify the King of Pentacles in reverse? We have the Ten of Cups here in the reverse. Can we clarify the Three of Swords? Yeah, okay, so we have the Six of Swords here in the reverse. Yeah, so I'm really picking up here. They feel like in order to move things to a better place, there has to be a difficult decision made. And I also feel like there's this energy of them not wanting to just be the King of Pentacles upright, like with the Queen of Pentacles here. So it's like the Queen of Pentacles is on this side. And I feel like this person is seeing the other person as sort of being a visionary or having, I don't know, ideas that are less concrete and more like, I want to follow inspiration. And this person feels like they want more tradition and more like guarantee and safety. And then on this side, it's almost like they feel like that there's just conflict. If they keep things as they are, they really feel like they're not going to be fair to themselves, and that there's going to continue to be conflict because it feels like this person has some idea or has something that they want that doesn't feel just completely in alignment with the person on the left, is the way I would put it. And we also have Sagittarius. Like this keeps kind of coming through. We have Temperance here at the back of the deck and then Temperance as well. I feel like this person wants to find harmony, but there's also an exploratory energy toward this person where there's almost this feeling of them not wanting to be stuck. Like they might view, like this person seems like they want to explore or they want to experience more things. And with the Devil here, it's almost like they feel somewhat like chained or locked in, is what I would say. So hopefully like that's resonating, but I want to see, I just want to get a couple of oracle cards here. So for the person on the left here, can we get some clarifying energy in regards to their thoughts and feelings? It's like this person feels blocked from maybe some sort of a new beginning, some sort of something like that. Like this person maybe still wants to be more free or still wants to explore life and sort of be free to take risks or do new things is kind of what I'm getting. They might feel like their ultimate happiness with the Ten of Cups in reverse here is not something super traditional. It's just what I'm picking up on. Like this is someone who almost wants to be more go with the flow. But okay, so for the left side here, can we clarify this person's thoughts and feelings? We have Imagine. We have Yang here in the reverse. We have Message in a Bottle. Happy, happy here in the reverse. And then can we get some cards for the right side? Again, there's this energy of thinking about someone who is maybe like very much with Yang. There is definitely an excess of Yang energy here because it feels like someone's really fighting for, again, like with Imagine here, some kind of a vision or a dream. But it may be that the other person thinks that that isn't like that they're being called in a direction that isn't even going to make them happy, or that there's like red flags or something, like an energy around like almost the left person, I think, feeling that they're going to end up unhappy on that path and like there's red flags. Like there's a more conservative energy here. So it's almost like this person almost feels like the other person is more like sort of head in the clouds kind of an energy. Maybe not knowing what they're doing and sort of being impulsive or pushing things in an impulsive manner. And like maybe feeling like that's going to disrupt the happiness in this connection, or that it's not ultimately going to bring this other person happiness. All right, can we get some clarifiers for the right side's energy for their thoughts and feelings? We have round and round. Yeah, so that round and round coming through is like what this person, what I was picking up is that they feel like if they stay in the situation, we're going to keep repeating the same pattern of maybe not getting along, or like there's an energy here feeling like breaking the cycle. Like this person feels maybe like you guys are trapped in sort of a loop. And it's like it's this energy of feeling like they need to get out of a certain cycle here. Can we clarify the right side's energy, please? Yeah, we have not for you in reverse. We have loyal heart in reverse. And we have deep knowing. Time for a nap here. Okay. Yeah, I feel like the right side, I'm not going to lie, is kind of throwing it wants to kind of throw the towel in, because they almost feel like no matter how they almost feel like we're going to be forcing the situation, and it's almost like this person is wanting to listen to their intuition here. It's like they're trying to take a break sort of from like the mental, or not the mental side, but like the maybe fiery side of like the passion or like the argument, or just kind of trying to make things work. A song that's coming through is all we ever do is all we ever knew. So it's called All We Ever Knew. And it's like, don't drag me through this again. We've tried everything under the sun, and now it's time to wake up from this. It's time to make up for this. And it's like all we ever do is all we ever knew. And so it just kind of gives that energy of circular, like functioning dysfunction, like something is not functioning correctly. And I feel like I just want to read some of it. So it's like, it says some relationships carry innate seeds of failure in them that's obvious from the beginning, but the red flags escape your observation or you refuse to acknowledge them. When a relationship is not meant to be, it's not possible to make it be. Rejection is a sign that you're being protected by the divine. If you're the one who must reject another, remember that you do so for both of your sakes. For every pot, there's a lid. This one may not be the best fit. And so I'm just kind of getting like being loyal to the situation here. It's like there's also an energy coming through of like this person not wanting to be disloyal or not wanting to betray the other person, but at the same time there's an energy of wanting to follow their inner knowing about the connection. Yeah, so that's what I'm picking up here. So for the extended reading, I want to look at where this connection is headed. I want to see in about 3 months from now where the person on the left is going to be in regards to their thoughts, feelings, desires, and intentions. And then the same for the right side. And then I'll get guidance for both sides, since it's kind of a person A, person B reading. So if you guys are interested in the future of the connection, seeing how it unfolds and getting some guidance, I'll have that link down below. But other than that, I hope this was helpful in giving you some clarity as to what's going on in the connection. Other than that, if you did find it helpful, if you're able to hit the like button, leave a comment, I really appreciate everyone who does that. And if you want to see future pick a card readings, I would love for you to subscribe. Other than that, thank you so much for letting me read for you, and I hope to connect with you again sometime soon. Hello, pal number 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Wandering Moon Tarot and this red carnelian heart, this is going to be your reading where we're looking at how you and your person are both currently feeling and thinking about each other. So on the left side, we're going to be doing your energy. On the right side, we're going to be doing your person's energy. But if you feel like it's switched, that's completely fine. Just switch them in your head. I'm going to be referring to it as the left person and the right person, just to keep things less confusing. Okay, so we're going to start off with your energy, and this can serve as an energy check-in. So, I mean, I want to say that, but if you feel like it's more your person's energy, then the right side might be your energy check-in. Anyways, one of these sides should resonate as your own energy, is what I'm trying to say. There will be an extended reading. For pile number 1, we went into the future of the connection. So I'll probably do that from both sides, looking at thoughts, feelings, intentions, desires, and guidance for each side. But unless something else just comes through and another topic makes more sense, I'll go into that. So if you guys really feel like it resonates and you want to check that out, I will have it linked in the description box. And thank you to everyone who does support me through the extended readings. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so please tune me in to pile number 2's connection, the connection that they came to this reading for, the connection that they need the most guidance on at this current time. What are their thoughts and feelings? What would they say about this connection to a friend or someone if they're being completely honest about their thoughts and feelings? You know what, I might have to look as well at the guidebook because I think this has like different names for the suits, so I might have to just double check that. But okay, so what are pile number 2's thoughts and feelings towards their person? We have the 9 of Moons. Just want to double check. I think that is the, I believe, sorry, what am I saying? I think that is the Pentacles. Let me just see though. Sorry, this is taking a second. All right, 5 of Moons. Yeah, okay, so this is the Pentacles. The Moons are Pentacles. So 9 of Pentacles in reverse. What are their thoughts and feelings? We have the 7 of Wands in the reverse. We have the 9 of Stars with the 4 of Moons here in the reverse. All right, the stars are cups, I believe, but I do just have to double check. Oh my gosh, is the stars? 3 stars. Okay, so actually, sorry guys, the stars are the Pentacles, the Moon are cups. Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups in reverse, the 7 of Wands in reverse. We have the 9 of Stars, which is the 9 of Pentacles, and then we have the 4 of Cups here in the reverse. All right, sorry about that. Can we clarify the 9 of Cups in reverse? We have the 7 of Stars, which is the 7 of Pentacles. Can we clarify the 7 of Wands, also in the reverse? We have the 2 of Pentacles. Can we clarify the 9 of Stars, please? We have Strength, so we have Leo energy coming through. I'm enjoying this energy. Can we clarify the 4 of Cups here in the reverse? We have the Tower. We have the full moon, which is actually another specialty. I'm just going to look it up. Sorry, I just don't want to waste your guys' time. Okay, so I'm really enjoying this energy here on the left side. There's an energy overall. This is slightly more independent than relationship focused. But I feel like there may have been a tower in this connection, or you guys have experienced a tower moment in your life that you've been recovering from. And I feel like you've recently been very much tested, and it's almost like your strength of character has really had to come through. Like you've had to have a lot of courage on this path that you've been on. Like I feel like you've had to reestablish your sense of self in a way, like maybe your values, almost I'm just hearing like you had to reestablish getting that dog in you is literally just what I heard. Like, she's got that dog. And I feel like for a second you might have felt like you maybe, with the Nine of Cups in reverse, I just feel that you may have gotten to the end of a cycle or gotten yourself into a situation that didn't end up being what you really wanted. And I don't know if it's with this person, we'll find out, or if this is a new person, but I'm just really feeling here that you may have gone through an experience where you had a pattern around maybe giving in to connections or allowing yourself to be in situations that didn't fully light you up or weren't fully authentic to you. But it's almost like the journey that it would take to work on yourself and be patient, because it's almost like maybe in the past there were options right in front of you that maybe you took them because they were there, and like maybe you didn't want to be alone, or it's just this energy of having done that at some point. But I can see that you guys have been working through that energy. You guys are coming to the end of a cycle where you guys are really learning what your priorities are in life, and you're being very patient with yourself. And it's really great because I feel like it's going to serve to avoid future tower moments. Like, I feel like you've gone through enough tower moments, or a specific tower moment, might be with this person, that really caused you to be a lot more selective with what opportunities you took, and making sure that the things that you did agree to or put energy into were in alignment with your values. Also, making sure that it's like quality. I'm getting like quality over quantity. And there's just this energy of being very balanced and very selective, having a lot of inner strength to be true to your authentic self. You guys have really worked on establishing your sense of individual abundance and learning to stand on your own, learning to be independent, so you have the freedom to say no to things. Like, it's also like saying no to codependency. Like, maybe there was codependent patterns in the past because maybe you hadn't, like, due to like your childhood, you know, you hadn't gone down that journey yet of really getting to know yourself. And it's like you guys finally, it feels like, not finally, but like you guys very nobly, I believe, walk down the path of your spirit, the path of honoring yourself. It may be that you guys are ready to kind of close out this chapter. Like, you've learned what you needed to learn in regards to these tower moments, in regards to ending up in situations that weren't truly your wish fulfillment, that weren't really right for you. It's like acquiescing to situations, maybe to please others, just saying yes when you want to say no. Like, it feels like you've been in that time period of really developing yourself, and you're seeing things clearly. Like, you've kind of learned what you need to learn, and I feel like you have new beginnings in front of you. Like, that's the energy you have. We're at the full moon and you're like getting ready for a new moon. After you've established this sense of self energy, and it's like what you're going to build next has the potential to be something very stable and sturdy, because you're going to be very selective with what you do choose to allow into your life. All right, so your person's energy. I think I'll get a better idea of who this person is by looking at their energy toward you. Please tune me into the person that pile number 2 is most curious to hear more about. Yeah, and also, like, the Leo energy is sun energy, and sun energy is all about your personal identity and really standing strong in like who you are. And I feel like that's something you've been establishing for yourself. And it also could even be that there's been a lot of towers that have come crumbling as you've stood in your strength and your independence. Because it feels like you've learned to say no to things that just aren't in alignment with you, that just aren't true to you, that just don't sit right with you. And we oftentimes say yes to those things out of a scarcity mindset or out of like a lack of self-esteem or self-belief that we really deserve to have our own wish fulfillment, which is our own Nine of Cups. It's like you've learned that patience though, like one foot in front of the other. Okay, can we please tune into the other person's energy here? What are their thoughts and feelings towards pile number 2? Okay, we have the Two of Swords. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. We have Death, Scorpio energy. We have the Page of Wands. Can we clarify the Two of Swords? We have Justice, Libra energy. Can we clarify the Five of Pentacles? Page of Swords. Can we clarify Death? Seven of Pentacles. Can we clarify the Page of Wands? The Four of Cups. Five of Swords at the back of the deck. Interesting. One second. Okay. So what I'm feeling here is that this person is feeling left out in the cold by you. And it's like they're really feeling the weight of potentially their actions. I'm getting that this is someone that you already have interacted with. Like this could be someone from your past or your recent past even. But it just feels like this person is discovering or learning the consequences of their actions or potentially their indecision or lack of actions. Like this person could have been someone who was very indecisive or wishy-washy with you. And I feel like they're realizing that over time, you guys have been like over time you've been letting go of them. Like you've been transforming, that this person is aware of that, is aware that you maybe are no longer interested in them. They feel that you're maybe no longer interested in them, or that if they were to reach out to you, it's like you've already moved on, or whatever this was has already transformed, or you've already transformed. Yeah, and I feel like with the Five of Swords here, there's a sense of feeling defeated here, or almost feeling like, it's really interesting because it's like this person, let me just make sure everything is in view. Okay, let me just fix that. It's like they are almost seeing this more as like a you versus me situation rather than or not even you versus me. It's almost like they're feeling like whatever decisions they made may have kind of screwed you over, or it's like maybe at the time they felt like they were doing what they wanted, but it was like at your expense is what I'm getting. And I feel like this person thinks about that and thinks about how they don't know what to do at this point. By the way, I feel like this person may want to try to learn, like figure out how they could make things right with you. But there's also this energy of them feeling like you've already moved on potentially. Like you might already be on a completely new path, no longer interested in exploring this connection with them. That's their thoughts and feelings. Especially if it's like been a while, or it's like they took too long to take action. It's like they're kind of realizing the repercussion of that. And feeling that there isn't, maybe they don't know what they could do. Can we clarify the Two of Swords? Yeah, Page of Cups in reverse. It's like, number one, this person, there's an emotional immaturity that they may have shown you with the Page of Cups in reverse. But another thing is this energy of maybe feeling like the lightheartedness of this connection, or like the purity of the connection. Like they don't know if they could reconnect to you in a lighthearted way anymore. Or like they don't know if they, like how they could reach out to you. Like they might feel like that door is kind of closed to send like a message or something, or just say something like, hey, like, how have you been? Or like something just like lighthearted, or just send you like a song, or just like do something really lighthearted. It's almost like they know that that wouldn't be that what nothing they could do could balance the situation. That's what they're thinking. They feel that there's nothing they could do to balance the situation at this point. Can we clarify, Justice? Yeah, with the Tower in reverse. It's like, I think a tower fell in this situation. Again, it's this person realizing cause and effect of their maybe lack of action, their immaturity, and they're just like learning from it with the Page of Swords. Can we clarify the Page of Swords? We have the Nine of Wands. And these people kind of look like they're in like a similar position. Almost like ready for battle or something. They might even be feeling like afraid. Like they might have known that they didn't do you right, or do the person on the left right. And so it's almost like it's like they're on edge, or it's like they feel like they would have to explain themselves or defend themselves. And there's this energy of them not wanting to, oh my gosh, it's even coming through like this person. It's like they're almost thinking about how they would make it make sense to you, like make excuses for things, or how to make you see that it was actually fair. Like they might try to say that like, didn't know, like I was very indecisive, like, but I didn't have any negative intentions. There's a little bit of an energy of like paranoia coming through, of like almost afraid of facing you because they actually don't want to see their behavior, is what I'm seeing. It's almost like they want to, but they're in like a fight or flight kind of an energy is what I'm getting. It's like they are on their, I'm not tippy toes, maybe tippy toes, but it's like they're on their toes is how it feels. But it's funny because I really don't think you're hyper focused on this person, or you don't have any like, you're not trying to like make them pay or something. You're not trying to like do anything to them. I think it's really interesting that they're feeling that. That's why the Five of Swords is here, is like, again, like they're making it into something where it's like you versus me, or like they almost have to guard themselves in the situation at all costs. But it's really because they know that they were in the wrong somehow, or like that they need to own up to something is how it feels. Interesting. Okay, can we clarify the Five of Pentacles in reverse? We have the World here. Eight of Cups in reverse, Six of Swords in reverse. I feel like this person still hasn't closed out some kind of a cycle, but there's a lot of indication that you have. And so it's coming through like, it's almost like they don't want you to see their struggle. They don't want you to see that they're maybe out in the cold, or maybe that they need help or something. It's like there's this energy of imagining you moving on with your life. Another interpretation here, though, is that they might expect that you are in this combative energy toward them. And so it's like vice versa, though, because it's almost like they think you are in more of a strategic or competitive energy of like, I like needing to win, or like feeling wrong by this person. So you like want to like hurt them in some way. Like they almost think that you are like that so then they're kind of being like that, but it's all in their own head, right? It's like, that's just them doing that. Can we clarify Death? The Seven of Cups, and then we have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like there's no longer sort of an illusion that you have around this person, or like I feel with the Six of Pentacles, you might have given a lot to this situation, or there could have been a lack of equal give and take, but maybe because there was like illusion around this person, maybe you thought that this person was going to change, or there was like promise of this person changing. But I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like there's been enough time now for you to kind of see the truth of the situation. I feel like that's why this person's kind of sweating it. Can we clarify the Four of Cups? Yeah, we had the Five of Cups. It's like, I feel like this person is having a lot of regret right now, and I feel like they're kind of emotionally shut down. They're definitely looking at things in a pessimistic energy of like, I missed my opportunity. Like, I regret missing my opportunity with pile number 2, because now they might not be interested in me. Can we clarify the Page of Wands? The Knight of Cups. Yeah, it's like if even if they did try to come toward you, they feel that they've like kind of already missed the opportunity for that, or they feel like you wouldn't be interested in hearing what they have to say. Yeah, that's really what I'm picking up on here. So hopefully that makes some sense to you guys. Is there anything else? It just feels like this person, it just knows that they really fumbled things here, and it's like they are trying to scavenge whatever they can to just not make it worse for themselves, like not be a further blow to their ego. So this person's like really protecting themselves in a scarcity mindset, sort of in this paranoid kind of energy of it's giving like when you're avoiding something because you know it's just gonna make you feel bad. It's like, oh, I just can't even hear that, or like, I just know it's really bad, like I can't hear any more details on that. I hope that makes sense. Like sometimes I feel like that about things where I'm just like, like this is like an area of insecurity for me, or like an area that gives me anxiety, and I just like can't know any other information. And so I feel like this person's like shutting down, and like because they don't even want to go through this experience of coming toward you and then being rejected, or worse than being rejected, being like called out and having to see you be finished with things and moving on a new path. Like those are all things that are concerns for them, and things that like make them hurt, make them feel this Five of Cups energy is like, not only do they regret missing the opportunity with you, they mess things up. They're afraid of being called out for that. They're afraid of you being completely done with them. They're afraid of being rejected. They're also afraid of seeing you move on. So these are all things that I'm getting from your person, or from this person on the right. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for you guys. So for the extended, what do I want to look at? I actually want to do something slightly different because I feel pretty sure about your guys' energy being on the left side. I want to see like what's the future of this connection all in all? Like where's this connection truly headed right now? Then I also want to look at like what's in front of you guys. I want to see about like your next, like what's in front of you, like what's your next opportunity, what's your next like love situation. I feel like that could be fun. And then I'll get guidance specifically for this connection, and then just overall guidance about your next chapter in life. But yeah, or you know what might be interesting is to just get maybe a channeled message from your person. Let's do a channel message from your person to kind of give you closure or conclude things instead of where the connection is headed. Hopefully that's okay. That's what I want to do instead of that. So if that's interesting to you or something you want to go into, I will have it linked in the description box. But other than that, if you guys found this to be interesting or helpful, if you're able to hit the like button, leave a comment. Thank you to everyone that does that. And if you want to see more pick a card readings, I'd love for you to subscribe. Other than that, it's been an honor to read for you, and I hope to connect with you again soon. Hello, pal number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Pulp Fiction Tarot with this selenite heart, this is going to be your reading where we're looking at how you and your person both currently feel toward each other. So I just want to say that the lighting is getting a little bit dark. Let me see if that helps at all. Sorry if the lighting is a little bit off for this reading, but nonetheless, we're still going to do it. So hopefully I can edit it to be brighter. All right, so what am I saying? Sorry. It's kind of the end of a day right now, so I'm just like a little bit mentally scattered, but I still want to do this reading. So on the left side, we're going to have your energy, your thoughts and feelings towards your person. If it randomly switches, I don't have any control over that. Just feel free to switch the reading for which side resonates more for you. There will be an extended reading, and I'll pick the topic just depending on what comes through for this pile, and stay tuned for that if you do feel like it resonates and you want to go deeper. I'll have the extended reading linked in the description box. But for now, let's get into pile number 3's energy. So please tune me into the energy that is on their mind. Please tune me into the relationship that is most helpful for them to hear about. They need the most clarity on. What are pile number 3's thoughts and feelings towards their person? We have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 3 of Pentacles. So a lot of Pentacles coming through. So this could be someone that you know from work. For some of you, a boss. I'm not sure, but I'm just could be picking up on that. There's almost just like a corporate feeling here. I don't know why, but that doesn't have to be relevant. But it feels like there's some kind of like shared traditional values, or there's traditional value coming through from one person. Very material coming through. What are pile number 3's thoughts and feelings towards their person? 8 of Cups here in the reverse. Can we clarify the 10 of Pentacles? Can we clarify the 10 of Pentacles, please? The 5 of Wands. Okay, I'm starting to feel like this is a similar energy to pile number 1. But I'm not sure. We'll have to keep going. Can we clarify the King of Pentacles in reverse? The Knight of Pentacles. I wonder if some of you guys couldn't choose between pile number 1 and 3. Can we clarify the 3 of Pentacles? The 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Can we clarify the 8 of Cups, please? The 6 of Pentacles in reverse. King of Cups in reverse, back of the deck. Wow. Interesting energy for sure. Okay. So, let me just tune in. You know what I'm even getting here? Okay, this is like interesting. Like, I feel like there's an energy of maybe someone like controlling like the finances, or having some kind of a I feel like there's a energy here that's more stubborn and kind of has a very strong idea of how they want their future to look, like what they want their future to look like. And I feel like they may be very like maybe not argumentative, but it's like they really, there's a lack of compromise, or maybe this person has a very traditional idea of relationships. Like, for example, like the man is the breadwinner, is the person that makes the money, and then the female is sort of like more submissive to the man. Like I almost feel like there's some maybe even misogyny here. Like that's a big word. I don't mean to throw that out if it's not warranted. But I definitely think that there's someone in this connection where like their status is very important to them. And it feels like there's someone that's pretty materialistic in the situation. It also feels like with the Six of Pentacles that there could be some kind of a power imbalance that makes it maybe difficult for a person to walk away from the situation. Like, yeah, like it almost feels like maybe someone is kind of stuck in this relationship. And it's almost like it's almost this feeling of on the surface, like we say that we're partners, or it's like it might like maybe that's what you thought it was going to be like, that you guys are like a team, but you may have realized that this person doesn't really see it that way, like that they have a very like they need to be in control. And it's almost this energy here of like because of maybe being a provider, or even it's like just for some of you, I could imagine a situation where we got like, maybe this doesn't have to be the exact situation, but I just want to give an example of this energy. Like it's emotionally manipulative here in a sense, because I feel like we might have gone into the situation thinking that it was going to be equal, thinking that we were going to be a team, like our different strengths were going to be equally important. And so we, for example, like imagine that you got into a relationship with someone and you like really trust them. And so you decide, you know, maybe it just does make more sense for me to be the one that like does the house cleaning, or like does certain things that would take away from that person's like financial independence, for example. And they may have felt comfortable doing that because they always felt that they were going to be a respected partner, right? Like even if they weren't the one contributing, like they definitely didn't think that the other person was going to like hold that over their head. But I'm seeing a situation where someone's doing that, where someone, if there's conflict, or if one person isn't happy with something, it's almost like, well, then you are going to be left out in the cold and you're going to have no money, or you're going to have no stability. And it's like, if you want to have this, if you want to have stability, like it has to come from me. And so you can't walk away. So this is kind of sketch, like the situation. I mean, that might be extreme. I'm just thinking like, I don't know. There's just a feeling of getting invested in something with this person, really thinking that it was going to be more fair and there wasn't going to be like a power differential. It feels like there's a power differential here that has become apparent to one person. All right, and so I'm at this point not sure who is who. I'm going to guess that most of you guys are the people that are not this King of Pentacles in reverse. Or you guys likely are someone that like this is what I feel like you would say is like, if this person, I'm in a bad situation because I want a situation where we work together as a team and I'm an equal, and I'm not happy because that's not happening, but I also feel like I can't walk away because I'm like relying on this person now for something. Like that's almost how it feels. Or you'd have to suffer some loss that feels unfair. And it really comes down to, though, this feeling of like feeling manipulated in a sense as well. And I feel like you might have thought that this other person was like a Knight of Pentacles, someone who's very reliable, who wanted to take things step by step. But I feel like the King of Pentacles in reverse is like very controlling. Uses money to control in this situation. uses money to not respect another person. To not respect the other person is what I'm feeling. But let's see on this other side what comes through, and I'll kind of make sense of it. There's just this feeling of I can't walk away because I maybe need something here, or like I don't know. Another situation I feel could be like if this is a work situation, like some of you guys might feel stuck in a work situation where you thought it was going to be more like you were going to be able to contribute more, and you're realizing you're not emotionally fulfilled in the work situation. Because you kind of realize that there's this like, I'm getting kind of like an asshole energy, like it, but like maybe the dream was kind of put in front of you of like what you could kind of have, or like what status you might have and stuff. But it's like, you're now realizing that like you're very much underneath this person and they don't really respect your ideas whatsoever. And in that case, it could be like I committed to this job and like I let go of another job, or I made certain sacrifices. And now it's like, I'm going to have to take a huge loss if I try to walk away from the situation. All right. So, what is the other person's energy here? What are their thoughts and feelings? With the Page of Swords. Six of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Five of Swords in reverse. Ten of Swords. Can we clarify the Page of Swords? The Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Can we clarify the Six of Pentacles? The Seven of Wands. Can we clarify the the Five of Swords in reverse? The Five of Pentacles in reverse. So similar cards coming through. I'm definitely seeing the situation. So we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Six of Pentacles on both sides. Can we clarify the Ten of Swords? The Sun in reverse. And then Temperance in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So we have Sagittarius and Leo. Oh gosh, this is not a good situation. Like, I am like, feel for you guys if you're in this situation. Either way, I'm not sure who is who at this point, but I can tell that one person's thoughts and feelings in the situation are that if you want my support and what I have to offer, you have to not question me and you are wrong. Like, I'm literally hearing I'm right and you are wrong. Like from Matilda, like I'm an adult, like, or like I'm right and you're wrong. I'm smart and you're dumb. I'm blah blah blah. It's like there's a very like horrible energy like that, where it's like ground rules are that, and a person is like making it so it's very difficult for the other person to stand up for themselves. And I also feel like there's just one person that's very combative, and it's almost like they view other people's perspective as a threat to their status or their like leadership almost, or like they're very combative with it. Like they feel, they're like that. They can also be very extreme. And so there could be sort of I feel like there's a personality disorder going on for sure with this like King of Pentacles in reverse. But I feel like this person can go from two different extremes very quickly. Like, I feel like this person, maybe if you say the wrong thing, like they drop their mask and it's like really wild, like what they might say or do. But then on the other side, like they might be like very positive or like, and I just feel like one person didn't see the other side of one of these people, or like, yeah, like how imbalanced or like unfair it was going to be, or how temperamental one of these people are. And so I feel like it's like walking around on eggshells here. And I feel like one person like likes to paint out the other person as like being weak, or like that their ideas aren't practical, or like that they're stupid, or that they have no basis in reality. Like, I know everything, I'm right. It's the Five of Swords for sure. It's like definitely this energy of creating this sense of insecurity and self-doubt and defeat in another person, to a point where either they choose a sort of an unhappy option, like there's an unhappy option, or it's like the Ten of Swords. It's like they've been put in a rock and a hard place. One person here, I'm sure it's probably the listener, has been put in a rock and a hard place. It's like if they want to stand up for themselves, they have to realize that's going to come with the Ten of Swords. Like, and it's going to be a painful ending, and it's not a happy path. Like, yeah, there's no happy path for this person now. And it's almost like for their freedom and like for being in a fair situation, if they want to go toward that, they first have to kind of accept a very maybe difficult what's it called, like rock bottom. Like it would be a very intense rock bottom, maybe even like Dark Night of the Soul, that would be triggered. But the alternative is completely giving up your like sense of self and like your happiness, and being dependent on someone else, and like not having your ideas being heard, and always walking on eggshells around this other person. Like this is wild. And I feel like for some people, it's like, I don't know what the situation is, but like if it's a love situation, I feel like it might have seemed like there was going to be like more self-develop. Either way, if it's work or personal, it's almost like the person who's kind of caught in this situation really thought that this was going to be an opportunity for them to expand themselves, maybe getting an opportunity to see more things, or like they thought this was like an opportunity to get to know more of themselves, to develop themselves further, like with the support of this person or through being in partnership with this person. So either way, it's like in a relationship, they may have thought like, okay, I have these certain, like for example, let's say that someone kind of like said, oh, and like we can go traveling, and let's date, and or like let's get married or something, and like I'll show you the world, or like you'll get to see all these things, you'll have access to a lot more. And it's like from that perspective, it's like I'm going to get opportunities like to develop myself that I didn't have. And same with like a job. It's almost like this is, without this person, I don't have the opportunity to experience this or explore in this way. And so I feel like in this situation, regardless, there could be high highs and low lows, where it's like maybe there is a really strong benefit. Like maybe you do make a lot of money, and that does open doors for you. Maybe this person does have a lot of connections or something, if it's like a boss or something. If it's in a relationship, it might be that like you're able to live in like a different situation, or you have access to just more things, like you get to go out to dinner, nice places, something like that. Yeah, and I'm also seeing that, yeah, with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, there definitely could have been as well, like someone who was just really misled, or like someone like had a dream of what this was going to be like. And what I'm literally seeing is like Annie, like it's a hard knock life for us. And then how, is it Mr. Warbucks or Daddy Warbucks? That's a crazy name if that's his name. I feel like he kind of takes Annie in and it's like this dream. Like, I feel like that's what the situation was meant to be. Like giving, and even if you guys like weren't in a bad situation before, I think a lot of you may have been in a situation where you did need help or like you did need assistance, but it's like realizing that it comes at the cost of a lot, like your freedom, your right to decide, your right to contribute, your power. It's like you have to give up your personal power in order to get any benefit from the situation, I guess, is what, yeah, that's what I'm picking up on. And so again, it's like high highs and low lows. Okay. And what's really hard here is like not once, it's almost like both sides are just telling me the same story, but I just feel like I can definitely tell you guys that the other person in the situation may be very narcissistic, like very narcissistic. And I don't even want to go further into their thoughts and feelings because they're so incorrect, or like they're so delusional, and like what you need to know is this person really does believe that they deserve to be above other people and that it's okay to treat people this way, and that they do not have any intention of respecting you. They do have the intention, so long as you give up your power and you don't need to be respected, they will help you, it feels, in certain areas of your life. And that's like what's kind of going on here. Okay, can we clarify the situation at all for pile number 3? We have to be fair. Yeah, again, this is not a fair situation. Yeah, we have come to the edge here. We have TikTok. I feel like what Spirit is saying is like some of you guys might be afraid to move towards a more fair situation, but the come to the edge in reverse is like a card saying that your fears are maybe leading you to places that you don't need to go. And like maybe with TikTok here, like maybe you might feel like you've run out of time, or it's too late. I feel like Spirit's saying like these are all not true. Like it's not too late to build something else that is fair, that is better. Your worst fears in the situation around like maybe being left out in the cold or like being left with nothing, I feel like Spirit is saying like it won't be as bad as you're thinking. Yeah, we have blessed here. Trust that you will be blessed. We have fork in the road. Spirit's really asking you to make a decision here, and trust that you will be blessed with a fair situation in divine timing. Yeah, we have flexible here. Treasure Island in reverse. Yeah, it's like in this situation, yeah, and we also have a leg up here, which is all about interdependent relationships. I feel like what Spirit is saying with Treasure Island and flexible in reverse, what you may need to know is that if you're buying into a very specific vision of what will make you happy and what your success is going to look like, Spirit is asking you to question that and understand that that's something that's keeping you attached and tied to the situation, because these are both cards about understanding that things of real value aren't always in the form that you expect them to be. And by being rigid into thinking you need this exact thing to be this exact way, not only do you miss out on things that are maybe not in that package, but you also make yourself miserable staying in a situation that isn't necessary. But it is necessary if you're very attached to a certain benefit you're getting from this person. And so it's like being real with yourself and understanding, like, do I really need that one thing? Like, is it really worth it here? Are my fears of something, of what will happen if I step away from it, like founded? Asking yourself about your beliefs around the situation. I want to see. yeah, that's what I'm getting overall is, oh wait, I just wanted to read flexible. That's what I wanted. Sorry, I forgot. Okay, so yeah, this is also just about like this person's energy is kind of what I'm getting. It says in every relationship, it's important to be open to new experiences and learning new things. Letting go of rigidity and what's required right now. You don't always have to be right all the time, do you? It's okay to come to a happy compromise, yet you can still get your needs met. It's a beautiful day when you can meet halfway. The appearance of this card could signal that you may have met someone new who may not be your type, but will turn out to be special, so special that you can easily release your old ideas about what sort of partner is right for you. Be flexible and you'll be happy that you made that choice. And so I'm getting that twofold. Like one of these energies is like there's obviously a person who's extremely rigid and inflexible. Yeah, like that. And I feel like that's one person. But like I feel like we also might be attached to that person because maybe there's some image of them that we thought is our ideal partner. But you're being asked to open up to other possibilities and other treasures, other things that could actually make you really happy, but it just might require you to release this part of yourself that thinks that this is the only thing that can make you happy is what I would say. And that might be where you're rigid, similar to this person. I don't know. That's what I'm picking up on. So for the extended reading, okay, like what do I even want to go into for this extended reading? What do you guys want to know? This is where I wish I could get feedback. I want to look at where this where this situation is likely headed in the near future if you do choose to stay. I also want to look at what the situation will look like if you do decide to walk away, and then just overall guidance on how to navigate this and whatever you need to hear from spirit to put you on that path that is for your highest good. Also, I just want to, I'll also get into this King of Pentacles in reverse. Like, what do you need to know about this person? Like, we need to dive into this King of Pentacles in reverse because I just feel like we need to look at that. But yeah, so if you guys want to check that out, I'll have it linked down below. But other than that, if you guys enjoyed the reading, if you're able to hit the like button, leave a comment, I really appreciate that. And if you want to see more readings from my channel, I'd love for you to subscribe. And yeah, it's been an honor to read for you, and I hope to connect with you again soon.